Hey guys, just wanted to get another workout out there for you. So today I've got a new one and I want to kind of walk you through it just a little bit to make sure that you're doing it the right way. But before I do, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about getting in a good habit of making sure that you're not getting stagnant, not letting this situation get you in a position where you're slowing down on your training. It only takes a couple days to get out of shape, so imagine what happens when you have a big long break and you're not able to do stuff. Doesn't matter how old, how young you are. If you're taking too much time, you're building bad habits that are going to make it really, really hard to dig yourself out of when you are eventually going to get back into it. So, one thing I'm trying to promote right now, not just with you guys, but also for students at my school and my friends that are following me in different medias, is every day get better, EDGB. Find something you can do to make yourself better, whether it's for track, whether it's for school, whether it's something at your house. Doesn't matter what it is, but if you're finding some way to make yourself better today than you were yesterday, and you can continue to improve on that the next day, that's kind of where we want to be. So right now with our situation with social distancing, it's kind of hard to share successes and work out with other people and build ourselves up together. So one way that we are able to actually do that is posting on social media. So if you guys look above me where it says every day get better, there's those two hashtags that I'm trying to promote. Getting people to post and share the things that they're doing during this time to try to stay in the habit of getting better and working on things constantly, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, doesn't matter what it is, but finding some way to make ourselves better every single day. So the first one is ICT and the next one is hashtag EDGBuff. That's one that I'm kind of hoping we can get started for Southeast all the way around, finding ways that we can improve ourselves. So if you guys are doing stuff, it'd be great to share videos or pictures of what you're doing, or even if it's just a comment of something that you did, so we can kind of keep up with each other and we can all be on the same page. So looking at our warm up, just another reminder, guys, do it with a purpose. The warm up isn't just getting your muscles loose, it's helping you guys to improve yourselves, especially your running mechanics and your sprint form. So, starting with our dynamic stretches with hill sweeps, knee hugs, Frankenstein, side shuffles, and karaoke. Make sure that you have a good amount of space to get lots of reps in and take as much time as you need to get a good stretch. Sprint mechanics, don't forget ankle pops, how you push off the ground, high knees and butt kicks, how you pick your legs up, and how you cycle. Really take time. Don't forget, be purposeful with your positions on A march and A skip, as well as B march and B skip. And then quick fires are definitely the drill that are going to improve your quickness. Don't just go through that. Make sure that you're trying to be quicker with your cycle every single time you do it. Okay. High knee buildups, butt kick buildups, and 2 falling starts to wrap up your warm up. And one thing I want to make sure you guys remember, that if you are getting out on a track and you're utilizing spikes, don't forget to do a build up in your spikes after you're warmed up. Don't just get in your spikes and take off. That's a really good way to start injuries. And I also want to remind you guys, when you are sprinting in your spikes or sprinting in general, take your time to decelerate. Don't come to a stop rapidly and get yourself hurt. Okay. For the workout today, move my camera here. For the workout today, speed work, we've done these before, in and outs. We're going to do 4 different zones, 20 meters each. So I'm going to remind you guys that if you can't get to a track, even if you are at a track, don't forget that a big walking step is about a meter. And so if you're not sure what distances are, you can walk off your distances. You may want to get some athletic tape to mark for yourself, or bring some extra spikes or cones or something you can mark off your zones. For our in and outs, you're going to have 80-meter is the total run. So you have 4 different zones that are 20 meters each, and you're going to go through 6 different in and outs. You're going to do 6 total runs, okay? Zone 1 is your drive phase, so I'd like to start these with a falling start. Zone 2, you get tall and maintain. Open up your stride, keep your arms nice and big, drive with your elbows. Zone 3, you're getting your chest and your head out in front of your hips again, and you're going back into a drive phase. And then, unlike we did during the season where we just did 3 zones, I'm asking that you do 4 zones on this one, and you finish with maintaining. So don't just decelerate on that 4th zone. Make sure that you're actually maintaining your speed until you get to your final marker, and then you can go ahead and decelerate, but try to maintain that nice tall posture. Keep your legs driving and your arms working, okay? For your endurance work today, rhythm runs, we've done these as well. 150-meter distance. I want you to decide how much work you need at this point. Maybe if you haven't done a whole lot lately, you're starting with 6 runs, or you could do 8 runs or maybe up to 10 runs. It's up to you. But most of these workouts that we're always going to talk about, it's up to you how much work you get done. It's up to you how hard you work during these workouts, and you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So that's completely up to you, okay? Your recovery on these is just walking 50 meters. Whatever number of runs you're doing, when you get to your halfway mark, take a couple extra minutes to rest up. 50-meter walk can give you quite a bit of rest, but the idea of this isn't that you're running so hard that you need a ton of rest. So you should be able to be in a position where you don't need to rest for 5 minutes in between runs. So if you're doing 6 of these, when you get to the 3 marker, when you finish your 3rd one, take a couple extra minutes. If you're doing 10 of these, when you get to your 5th one, take a couple extra minutes, okay? The objective on these is drive out for about 50 meters. So we just worked on in and outs. So use your drive phase on the curve if you're at a track. If you're not at a track and you're finding some other way to measure these out, make sure that you're driving hard while you're doing it, even if it's a straightaway and you're in a field or on a street or on a sidewalk. 50 meters, in case you don't walk this out or measure it or you're not on a track, is about 25 to 30 strides, or it's about 6 to 8 seconds of running hard. So that's going to be up to you depending on how you want to measure yourselves on that. The biggest thing is that once you get past that 50 meters for the last 100 meters, you just want to maintain at a comfortable speed. That doesn't mean slow down, but whatever speed you decide to settle into, try to maintain that for the whole 100 meters. Focus on big arms, big legs, good running posture, good running form. Everything that you work on during your sprint mechanics, you're trying to apply to a nice relaxed run. You don't want to be running so hard that you get so tired you can't finish, and you don't want to be running so hard that you can't focus on your form. Okay, no matter how tired you get, you have to be purposeful, and every step counts. When you're finishing the last 100 meters on these 150s, you have to maintain good running form. That's going to translate into races. Okay. Over here in the blue, I've got a picture of Usain Bolt, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of perspective when we're running here. Usain Bolt's 6'5", so he's a little bit taller than I am, so his number of strides is going to be different just because of how long his legs are. But when Usain Bolt ran 100 meters and broke the world record, he only took 41 steps, and that's not on here, but I'm pretty sure that he took 5 less steps than all the other runners. So when you think about a runner running a 100-meter dash, most sprinters take the exact same number of strides. Okay, almost every single race, really, most runners take the exact same number of strides. This goes back to what I talked about last time. The runner who's more purposeful and who puts more energy into those steps is typically the one who's going to do better. Usain Bolt does have an advantage of being so tall, but he also is a very powerful person who's able to open up his stride length as he's running. So his average stride rate of 255 strides per minute is incredible, and some of you may not know this, but Usain Bolt probably could have been a world record holder in the 400 if he would have given it a try. He ran a leg on several 4x4s and ran sub 53 splits, and so he's an incredible runner. One thing I want to encourage you guys to do before I let you go here is be a student of your event. If you're on the track or you're in the field, it doesn't matter. Get on YouTube, find the athletes that you really like to watch. That's one way you can get better without actually practicing, is just studying your event. There's a lot of physics that goes into a lot of these events, so you can read articles or you can watch videos, but the more you understand it, the better you'll do. So while you do have some free time, if you need a brain break from your schoolwork, go ahead and get on YouTube and check out your favorite athletes, figure out who your favorite athletes are, maybe a little bit of a homework assignment. Eventually, when I get a chance to talk to you again, I'd love for you to let me know who you figured out is the athlete that helps you the most when you actually watch them. So last thing, I'm going to send you guys off before I let you go to do your workout. I'm also putting a link on here for a sprint ab workout. It's about a 20-minute workout. I'm going to give you instructions on this video, even though you're going to watch a separate video for the abs. If you go through the whole routine, 2 sets of the whole routine, do each exercise 10 times, that should take you about 20 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and say that's like the beginner level. Okay. If that's easy for you, then I want you to up it to about 3 or 4 sets. But some of the quicker exercises, like you'll see the scissor kicks and the cutters, some of those faster exercises, I want you to increase your number from 10 to 20 or maybe even from 20 to 30. you get to cater it to your own needs. But if you do that workout the right way, it should be about 20 minutes. If you just do 2 sets, or you can increase your numbers and make it longer than that if you want to. So on that, pay attention to the positions, and I'm gonna go ahead and make fun of myself right now. I took the videos in my basement, which isn't very big, and I didn't give myself a ton of space, so I kind of look like a sardine in a can, kind of crunched up. So don't look at what I look like. Look at what I'm doing, and follow the video to the best of your abilities for those sprint abs. So, all right, I'll check in with you guys later. Hope you enjoy the workout. Hope you keep working hard, stay safe, and stay healthy.